That'll do. That'll do. Stop. Solos. Improvs. That was a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure today. A lot of pressure. Because you do a live stream about improv and then you start with an improv and there's guitar players in the chat. I can see Trey Shreddens there. It's making me cry that Trey Shreddens is there. The best improviser in the land. Anywho, thanks for coming. Let me get some tunes on and then we'll say hello to the chats. The usual awkward start where I can't figure out the software. It's always fun when you can't figure out the software. Whoops. I know what I'm doing. There we go. Right, that should be the tunes on. Let's bring the chat up. Boom. Shakalaka. People still say that? I'm going to guess no. Amp off. Hold on, I'm tied up by a cable here, so we'll get this out the road. Out the road. Right. Get the chair further. I'm getting comfortable. Getting comfortable. Hello and welcome. We'll do that on the live streams as well now. Who's in? Thanks for coming. We're hammering on about improv today. If you're here in the live, hello. If you're watching on catch up, hello as well. Thanks for watching on catch up. Not a lot of people watch on catch up, I don't think. So if you're watching on catch up, chuck something in the comments. It helps algorithms sometimes, if you want. Anywho, who's in? Thomann Grutter first in the house. I hope I pronounced that correctly. PMD, hello mate, how you doing? Old Man Zen, Al Lindsay, hello guys, how we doing? Robbie F's here. David is here. Maria Muggs Davies in the house, hello mate. Old Man Zen, hello, thank you for coming. Peter Collins is in. Relax and meditation, hello mate. Robbie F. Trey Shreddens, the main man I was just saying there. Check out his channel if you want to see some awesome shred improvs on the lives. And he makes videos too, but the lives particularly, there's no hiding when you do a live. And that guy just kills it every time. Francis Chambers, how you doing? Thanks for coming. WTF, hello mate, thanks for coming. John Channing's in. Anton, hello, hello. Peter Collins, hello mate. Zach84, Blur, howdy doodly pip, hello mate. Old Man saying that is not a new jet. No, this is my main jet. Oh, actually, I received a package today. A box-shaped package, not this one. A guitar-shaped box package. And I thought, what's going on there? There's a guitar. I'm not expecting any guitars. And then I checked my email, and it turns out that my contact, Jet Lee at Jet Guitars, has sent something out. And I don't know what it is. I think it could be one of two things. One thing is it's maybe that one that I've been after for a long time, the old purple GS600, or it's possibly a Spira, which it could be anything really, so that'll be exciting. I might do a mystery unboxing video where we'll all learn what it is together. That'll be fun. For me, probably. Anyway, Francis Chambers, oh, we said hello to you. Johnny D, hello mate. Graham Campbell's in the house. Jimmy Biter, how's it going mate? Thank you for coming. If I pronounced your name correctly, I hope so. Jimmy Biter is part of the OU812 crew, who are a collective of Shredzillas who meet on the live streams as well. And I always enjoy Jimmy's playing and his guitar collection. Awesome collection of guitars. Cool Ibanez's. Gary Dillon, how you doing mate? You're watching from Dubai. You lucky get. Gary's the keyboard player in the band that I play with. You're having a quick listen. Can't wait for our next gig. Me too, mate. I'm excited. It's been a while. IMA640, how you doing, mate? Average Joe's Gear Talk, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Check out Average Joe's channel. He's doing some great stuff over there. If you're interested in what's a good deal, he's doing deal of the day. Deal of the day? He's doing all the deals anyway. Donners, Squires, Firefly, all that kind of stuff that you guys can get over there in America. And he's also done some jet stuff as well, so check him out. What else have we got here? Tease, that's the other one. Anton in. Johnny D, how you doing mate? Thanks for coming. Oops, sorry, we just jumped there. Dissenter Melody, I just seen there. Hello mate, how you doing? Thank you. Simon Wenlock is in. Richard Sheehan, hello. This seems busier than normal tonight. Thanks for coming. Maidenman74, hello mate. John Little, hello. Marcus L, Frank Thomas. Peter Collins, what are you saying? Is that an air guitar on the wall behind your right shoulder, Steve? I'll get to that in a minute. Good question. The J-Caster, how you doing, mate? Johnny D, your playing always makes people cry. Nice. Bad Joke Guitars. Love that channel name. What's going on there? Have you got a guitar channel, mate? Let me know and I'll make you a mod and you can put a link into your channel. I was needing that. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Dave Lewis is in the house. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Marcus L is new to the channel and really enjoying the content. Great stuff, mate. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming. Oops, we jumped again. IMA640, smash the like button. Good shout. Thank you, mate. David BB in the house. Another one of the top shredders on the tube. I don't know if you'd appreciate being called a shredder, but you are, mate. You're an absolute shredder. You're a legend. Check out David BB's channel. Ridiculous player. I hate these guys. All of them. I'm only joking, mate. No, he's so good. So you need to check out David BB as well. He also does the live streams and does the tutorials. He's got the Solo app. You might want to check that out if you want to learn your fretboard. Yes. Bluer. Trey does the Van Halen stuff pretty well. He does a lot of stuff pretty well, Bluer. So he does. Thanks for coming as well, mate. Old Man's End. Maybe it's a new Jet Starcaster model. That's got to be, is it? Surely. I wish. Open it. And I'll save that for a video. But cheers. Poo Ninja, your channel is 90% improv as you rarely think ahead or plan anything. That's the way to do it, mate. The Dollar22, how you doing, mate? I know I keep saying it, Steve, but nice. But oh, thank you so much, mate. Cheers. Jet sounded epic there. Thank you very much, Derek. Lamb's in. How you doing, Lammy? Check out the Lamb's channel as well. Got full of great channels in here. Graham Campbell included. Alex Burnett, thank you for coming, mate. Ray is in. Hello to you. GRB Aquatics, hello. And I think we've caught up. Otto Gedden, hello, mate. Milehouse Studios is here. He's a shredder. How you doing, Milehouse? Thank you for coming. Who else we got? I think we're caught up. Well, I've got you here, Milehouse. Thank you so much, mate, for doing the collaboration videos, sending up your guitar, and doing the Zoom chat follow-up. That was absolutely awesome of you. That has, I mean, I forgot to put in the thumbnail tonight, but 7K subs party as well. We hit 7K subs this week. And huge thanks mainly to Milehouse Studios for massive influx of subs came over from his channel. He's got a very loyal following over there. Milehouse says go and check out the channel. They check it out and they're very supportive. So thank you if anybody's came over from Milehouse channel. Hashtag Milehouse Massive. And thank you to Milehouse Paul for everything there. That was awesome. And of course, the video before that was the China video, which is the current best performing channel on video on the channel ever. So that was interesting. You never know what's going to happen. Great stuff. Right, where are we at? Poo Ninja, watch my channel if you need an ego burst. My playing is mediocre at best. I can relate hugely, mate. I'm almost mediocre. Baritone Goat Studio, how you doing, mate? You just chug on caveman riffs. That'll do nicely. What more do you need? Carl B would say hello, but he's improvising. Nice one, mate. Sorry. David Baby, thanks to YouTube notifications, you missed the intro playing, but I will watch on catch up. Please don't, mate. That part got cut out somehow. Where are we at? Thank you. Congrats on the 7K. Old Man Zen, ironically, I found Milehouse Studios from your channel, Steve. Whoa, look at that. Well, good. We got one back. I think I'm only owe him another 400 subs or something like that. Brilliant. Can a guitar be made from shredded paper? There's bound to be a YouTube channel that's done that. Mark Crowley's in from Missouri and watch to hear your accent. Cheers, mate. Apologies, I get a bit excited on the live streams and sometimes I talk too fast and I can't even understand myself, so sorry about that. The Lamb, you need to check out the Lamb's live stream, by the way. I forgot to shout him out. His entire show is improvised. Yes, it is improvised and it's awesome and it's hugely entertaining. You get all sorts of entertainment on the Lamb's channel and he keeps all of his clothes on as well, which is, I know, it's impressive. Dinger63 is in for Dundee. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Simon Wenlock, watching the chat video with Milehouse was cool and gave me a great idea for a colour scheme I want on a guitar. Yeah, that guitar's absolutely stunning. I love all the colours in that, the bluey, purpley, teals, stunning. Bluer, I found Milehouse from you too. Oh, there we go, great stuff. Everybody's went over. Right, the Ubi, hello mate, thanks for coming. You encourage everyone to improv. You can't do worse than Ubi guy. That's you, and he does it live on YouTube. Well, if you do things live on YouTube, mate, you need to get made a mod, and you can put a link to your channel in the chat so everybody could check out your improvs. That's what I want to do. Right, so we did a poll. Let's look at the poll. It looks like this. And we were asking people, look at this, we're getting right to the poll. We don't normally do that. What their thing is with improv on guitar, right? Do you dabble in the improv, yes or no? Right, so majority of guitar players are improvisers, which I was not surprised at. I actually thought there might have been more people into it than this. But anywho, so option 1, yes, you love a good backing track jam. Widdly widdly wee. So it's 57% of the vote. I'm in that category as well. The other improvisers are the jazzers, a smaller section, but actually 8% is higher than I thought it would be. So doodly beep bap woo, that's the jazzers. And then we've got 15% never, just like the record. You prefer to play songs and solos, that's an admirable amount. I have encountered a lot of players like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. Just you play whatever makes you happy. And 19% kind of could fit into really any category there. Sometimes, but it's not my main focus. So sometimes mean you do improvise. So you could probably lob that 19% in with the other, I can't maths, 70-ish percent. No, 60. I can't percent. I can't maths, add stuff. That many. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like we're mainly improvisers here. I don't want to miss the live chat too much. But we'll read in some comments. In fact, we just need to find John Robson's mainly because he's my pal and he's always supported this channel. And I always appreciate his insights. And he's a guitar teacher. Check out his channel. And he does live streams every Friday, 5 PM UK, which is tomorrow. Beer o'clock. John Robson, improvisation is essential to me. First thing I do when I pick up the guitar each day is a warm-up jam. I love listening to improvised music too. From the Allman Brothers to Miles Davis kind of blue, it's my favourite style of music. There you go. I do love it too. I love to improv. It's my favourite thing to do on guitar. I don't listen to as much improv music, but I get it. I get it. John's a big blues guy, so that goes with the territory. Like even in terms of listening stuff, there's a lot of improv and blues, isn't there? Right, let's read out some short ones here. Sorry. I'll try and get people who are not in the live. Everybody's in the live. You're all so great. Right, okay. Here we go. Here's a short one. Animal John, how you doing, mate? I met Animal John at Birmingham Guitar Show. Always improvising, probably because I haven't the memory for songs. Yes, I can relate to that too. Willis Taylor, I can improvise on flute, no problem. Guitar is a bit icky. I'm not sure how many people will be able to relate to that specific scenario, but good on you, mate. That's actually quite interesting that you have the musical mind to improvise on flute, so it must just be a fretboard knowledge kind of thing, perhaps, on the guitar, maybe, I don't know, so you can express yourself. Guitar Vacation, you need to check out Guitar Vacation's channel. It's one of my favourite channels these days. He does cool live streams. He's just such a cool, chill guy. And he loves improvisation, but it's because of laziness and 30 years never learned a single song. I can relate to that too. I mean, I have learned a lot of songs because of bands and stuff like that, but if it wasn't for bands, I don't know if I would bother learning any songs because I prefer to create. And I spoke about this in some of the comments as well before about when I was responding to these comments. In a band setting, doing a solo of a cover song, I like to kind of just like get the gist of it. I'll maybe get like the opening bar of the solo and maybe like the end of it and just kind of fluff through the middle. Well, try and do something a bit more me and in the style of whatever the solo is that I'm trying to do. It's not always successful, but that's my compromise. The audience would probably rather hear the full solo, but there are some solos that are too iconic that you can't not do them, like the record. You know what I mean? Anywho, David Beebe, I know you're in the live chat, but he's so insightful, this guy. We'll have to read it out. Eternally dabbling, wishing I was better, but honestly, and this is just my opinion on how I see things, but I think there's no deeper sense of enjoyment on the instrument than improvising. And you know what? I have to agree about that too. I love improvising. It's my favourite thing to do. One more. Edwin Stovall, how you doing, mate? The way I feel about it, musicians are supposed to improvise when taking solos. If they don't, it's not a solo to me. That's another good point as well. I hear you. Right, okay, loads of comments. Sorry I didn't read them all out, but it looks like the live chat is kind of banging tonight, so let's get back to that somehow. There we go. Hello, live chat. I'm sorry I missed you. Thank you so much for everyone who participated in the polls every week and who comments. Always appreciate it. Thank you. So, where did we get to there? Where did we get to there? Can I get that? Shredded paper, we got there. The lamb. Oh, the Ubi, that was the guy. Otto Gedden, thanks for the 7k, mate. Much appreciated. I think we've got... Oh, Ben Coombs in the house. How you doing, Ben? Another great channel. I've been watching his lives a lot. Canadian. And I'm going to add him as a moderator so you can put his link to his channel in the chat. Does a lot of guitar reviews. Very informal. What does he call it? Basic. Gives you a basic idea and a basic review of a basic guitar or something like that. There's a spiel that he does in all the videos. And it's very entertaining. It's just nice and quick and informal. In and out. That's the way to do it. He's a fun guy. Check out the channel. Funny laddie. Did I make him a mod? I think I did. Let me know if I didn't. Jared Ellis, hello mate, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Frank Thomas, you've got MAF pedals for the triangle. I don't know what that is, but okay. David Beebe is a seasoned jazzer, but it doesn't mean he's any good at it. It's a lifelong journey, isn't it? I think that's why I've always been scared of it. Derek Johnson, it's a square triangle. Love it. The Ubi is a jazz player, but not intentionally. You just pass the out-of-key notes as jazz and play on. Yes, that's part of the attraction, the eternal struggle and try to get better. Yes, I want to talk about that too. Whoops, jumped there. A pedal for each corner. Congrats on the 7k. Thank you, Ben. You're absolute legend. Novice Noisemaker in the chat. How you doing, Rich? You have to improv because I can't read tab music or anything else. Improv is great, mate. And you're great at it as well. Rich, we'll miss you on YouTube. I hope you make a comeback one day soon. Only if you want to. But I bet you've been buying guitars. I bet you've been buying and selling guitars. Let us know. We want to know what you've been buying. And amps and pedals. Great channel. He's not posting just now, but it's still worth checking out. He's got loads of videos, loads of reviews up there. John Little, when I try to do it just like the record that comes out as improv. That'll do. The Autumn Stone, is arpeggiating a chord considered improv? I suppose it depends how you do it. Yeah, I suppose. If you don't do it like the record, if you do it in a creative way, if you maybe don't do it in order, because if you do it in order, it's essentially an arpeggio, isn't it? Although on guitar, depending on what shape you're using, because some of the shapes don't have the intervals in the right order, so it's interesting. Interesting. Derek Johnson, you bought a Black Star Silverline 100-watt Deluxe off Anderton's on sale, had it for 4 weeks, and you're back to your trusty old Marshall DSL. Silverline is now an ornament. Okay, not digging that one then. That's a shame. David Beebe, good point. Some solos are really fun to play note for note and often expected by the audience. Yeah, that's it. You could really get an angry mob of people after you at a wedding gig if you don't do that solo like it's meant to be played. I find that harder. I actually find it harder to play a note for note solo than just play what comes more naturally to me. Anywho. The Lamb, you apply Knopfler theory. You can improvise all you want, but if it's Sultans of Swing, you got to do the twiddly bit, for example. Yes. Graham Campbell is off to entertain the drunk folk of Stirling, but you'll catch up later. Have a great stream. Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming. Yes, mate, you do it. Have a good one. Poo Ninja, you remember playing a Metallica Memo medley. Someone asked if we could just play a whole song. Neither of us could remember an entire song, just memorable riffs. I've never even heard of that before. Nice one. Oh, the spanner did work for Ben Coombs. Nice one. There we go. Indy, you just saw a video with Richie Faulkner where he says he has to improvise now since suffering a brain injury that affects his picking hand. That's interesting and unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I'm not familiar with the guy, but still sounds not fun in the slightest. Wee snifter o' a gin. Here, Steve, give my lad Bob a shout out. Who's Bob? Hello, Bob. What, you're Bob? Is that your laddie? Hello, Bob. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. Your father's the man. He's the main man. He's a YouTube sensation. Tell all your pals. Bloor learned to sight read when you were 17. Certainly can't do that anymore. That's it. Reading music and sight reading is not like riding a bike. It's the opposite. You need to keep on top of it all the time. GRB, you just started using looper pedal. Fun improvising using that. I actually feel like I'm practicing guitar. Yes, I responded to your comment about that, mate. I think that's just such a great piece of technology that we have these days. That we can, if you're doing that, loops and improvising over that, you're kind of practicing your timing, your improvisation, and through improvisation you're practicing your theory, fretboard knowledge as well, and licks techniques, but also composition. So I think that's probably one of the most all-encompassing, effective things you can practice. I don't do it enough. I wish I did. I've got all the stuff I need to at my feet, but I don't do it. I wish I did. Bloor, saw you pop up in Science of Loud's video this week. I seen that just about half an hour ago. I'll need to drop my comment. That was very appreciative. Appreciative? I appreciated that he put me in his video. He's a legend. We did a great video at 42 Gear Street last year. Well, I thought it was a good one. It was very off the cuff and last minute, but it worked out quite funny. Anywho, anyone seen John Anderson and the Band Geeks? It's exceptional, note for note, stunning. I have not seen it. No, I would have to check it out. Actually, a good example is, what's the guy's name? Martin Miller. Is that his name? I think that's right. Martin Miller's band, when he has guest guitarists. Awesome players, like you have like Matthias Sasato and I don't know why I can't think of any more. Chris Buck, he's had loads of guitar players on there soloing away, but they'll do exactly what I was kind of talking about there, kind of the gist and the vibe of the song, but they'll do their own thing in terms of the solos. And I love that. That's what I watch for. Hearing it note for note, meh. Simon Wenlock, you mainly play original music, so I can play totally different solo every gig, and not many people know I've improvised it or not learned it. That's what I do the exact same thing. Improvising's great for when you've not learnt it. One of the things that can be quite stressful about when you're learning a new song for the band, if they're saying, right, we're doing this one, and then you hear it, it's like, damn. Well, this is what I think anyway, just because I'm lazy. If it's got like a beasting solo in it, I'm like, oh no, can't be bothered learning that. But if it's one that you listen to it and you think, that's not that iconic, I'll just blag it what keys it in, and that's what we do. I prefer to do that. It's laziness more than anything, but I do enjoy it more too. Oops, we jumped there again. Rock on Ben Coombs, Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest. Oh, right, okay. Right, sorry, I was not familiar. I've actually seen Judas Priest. No, I've not. I've seen, what's the name of the singer? Halford. He had a band briefly called Halford, supporting Iron Maiden, which was a gig that I got dragged along to many, many years ago. Didn't really want to go. Didn't really enjoy it that much either, but there you go. Hello, Niels Jansen. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. You should, John Anderson and the Bank Geeks playing Yes music. Okay, need to check that out. Okay. Where are we at? David Beebe. The mother of the bride doesn't want to hear 8-finger tapping through a reharmed never too much. Are you sure? That'd be awesome. We do never too much as well. It's just one of these ones that's in the wedding set, isn't it? That'd be a funny live stream to do maybe one day, talking about the wedding set songs, ones that are in all of them. It's maybe different globally. Anyway. Robbie F, time to head back to work for a meeting. Thank you, Steve. You'll replay later. No worries, mate. Thanks for coming, mate. Where are we at? The Ubi, you don't usually use loopers. I have because I'm a bedroom player. I just whip the DAW out and record tracks for looping. Whatever works, mate. That's a good shout as well. Pardon me. Pardon me again. Apologies. And again. Doc's Italian. You're still at work picking stuff out of other people's teeth. Oh, so you're a barber then. Nice. But you managed to steal sort of a minute or two. All right, nice one. Thanks for coming. John and the Band Geeks play, yes, epic Steve, jaw-dropping accuracy. Right, okay. See, that's good. Accuracy is good. I have... Oh, sorry, speaking to someone else there. Steve Gunner. Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Search for Tone is in the house. By the way, Search for Tone was enjoying your live stream last night. You need to check out Search for Tone as well. He's done such a great job for the guitar community. He basically did a live stream last night. It was almost 2 hours. And he spent most of the time just shouting out all channels of all sizes and levels. And yeah, check him out. He's very good in the community. And he does good videos and reviews and live streams too. So worth checking out. Get over there. Good group of cats here. There you go, Ben. Because you're here. That's what it is. The Autumn Stone, Halford's changed my wipers. Good fellas. Ah, right. Just got that there. I was late. Maria Muggs Davies, you taught yourself how to read the dots in school 4 decades later and I've forgotten a lot. Not surprised. Yeah, the function band party cannon. That's the one. I bet there's loads what I'll do. Peter Collins, same here. Minor pentatonic scale. Yep, that's the one. Carl B, you either do the backing track thing or you run a few chords through the looper and party. Nice one, mate. David Beebe, you obviously tap the shit out of never too much when you can get away with it. I've never done that yet. Paul Crane, how's the Jazzmaster going? That's nice, mate. You know, I've not spent as much time with it as I'd like to, even since doing the video. I've got this that's arrived. This is the Tough Set bridge that I'm going to be putting in it. So I need to do an install video of that. I've just been really busy. I've had like a week off now of school. Is this week 2? This is week 2. This is the 2nd week off. And it's been very busy, just stuff coming in, videos, catching up. Nice. Anywho. Right, I've caught up with the chat. Good times. Oh, YouTube is messing up at the moment. It's taking your time uploading your premiere for tonight. Probably upset I spent 2 hours streaming. Oh no, mate, they'll love that. They'll love that if you're streaming. That's what they want. They want the content. They gobble it up. Right, okay. Let's tell you some things off my list, and we're going to talk about improv in a minute. It's all tied in. Speaking of tied in, tomorrow's video is not tied in. Remember, like 2 weeks ago, when the news was that Bax and Gax had closed down. Well, this is me 2 weeks later getting round to it. No, it's not a video about Bax and Gax. What it is I'd bought a guitar from Bax probably about 6 weeks to 2 months ago, and it was sitting in a box for ages, and I just never got around to reviewing it. So, sorry, unboxing it, not really reviewing it. And I got around to that the other day, so that video's going up. Thumbnail, is this the last guitar from Bax? Or is this the last Fazley? Something like that. But it's also a different guitar style that I've never tried before, so that's interesting. And I've also got mega mod plans for it, which I don't reveal in the video because it's kind of something that I'm going to work on for a long time, like probably over a year, and then reveal it later. David Beebe's off. Catch you later, mate. Thanks for coming. Check out his live streams. Did I just see someone else coming in there? Bongo Cookies in. Love the channel. Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so that's tomorrow's video is an unboxing. Please check it out if you're in the area of YouTube at that time. You might like it, you might not. I don't even know if I like it. It was an unboxing of a guitar that's not really my kind of thing usually. Anywho, what else? I need to tell you about the sponsor for tonight's stream. It's a 220 Noir Fragrance from Men. Sorry, fragrance for men, not from men. You can get this at Primark. It's £2 a bottle and it stinks, which is its job. And it's vegan, so that's good. Yeah, and you know it's cheap because when you take the lid off, all the like paint comes off as well. So there you go, 220 Noir. 220 Noir, it stinks. Right, sorry about that. So has Fazley gone? Autumn Stone, we don't know what the deal is. I haven't even caught up. The last I heard was they're bankrupt, but will they come back? Will someone else buy them? They've got all that stock. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I've not been keeping my ear to the ground. So that's that. I've done the sponsor. Comments. I wanted to speak about comments. I'm struggling a little bit with the comments. I've always had the, what's the word I'm looking for? Policy, self-inflicted policy on the channel to answer every single comment in a video. And that got so hard last week because that China video, sorry, the last 2 weeks, I got like 90,000 views and loads of comments and I responded to them all. And it was like, some comments were hard to respond to. I had to actually ban a couple of people or hide them or block them, whatever, just for being like outright racist. So I had to get rid of that, and it was a bit of a toll. And then luckily we got the Milehouse video straight after that, which also performed amazingly well. And the community is so great from Milehouse that the chat was, the comments were busy as well, which is great. So thankful for that. But it's just getting so hard to keep up with all the comments. And it's not just because the size of the channel. This is still a small channel relative to the amount of engagement that we get here. So because I've answered all the comments all the time, it promotes more comments and more engagement, which is great. That's what you want for your YouTube channel. And I'm so thankful for all the engagement. But responding to them all now is just taking up so much time that it's getting harder to find time to make videos. You know what I mean? And it's not just that. I might be making a video, I'm in the edit or something, and then let's say I need to get a wee clip from YouTube or something. So I'll go on YouTube to get a clip, and the next thing I'll notice I've got a comment, and then I start answering some comments, and then the next thing you know, I'm watching a Film McKnight live stream from 6 months ago for 2 hours. So, but that's on me. So how important is it to you that you get your comments responded to? That's what I want to know. Let me know if you're watching on catch up too. Right, this will be a good experiment, really. So if you can let me know in the chat, live chat, great. But particularly if you're watching on catch up, how important is it to you that if you put a comment that I respond? Because I do like to respond, even although I say that I don't have time for it. I can't help myself. I just want to talk about guitars all the time. I can't help it. So even although I'm saying I'm going to have to stop, I probably won't. I'll probably continue doing it because I'm a psycho. Right, glad I got that rant off my chest. Carl B, do a general comment thanking everyone for commenting. That's enough, really. See, that's enough for you. Good. I hope everybody else thinks the same thing. WTF says it's not important. The Ubi, reply to the ones that need replies. Otherwise, just a like and or a heart is more than enough. That's it. That's it, mate. That's what I should do. You know what? That's such an easy and obvious answer that I never even thought of. Because I've got this policy that I stick to, answer every comment. You're right, some comments don't have something to respond to. And I sit there for ages thinking, what will I reply back to? Just to let them know, acknowledge that I've read it and respond. Oh my God, Nedum Meadow. Thank you so much, mate. For the super chat, good evening. Here's €5 for no particular reason. Responding to some comments is relevant and it's a conversation. Yeah, that's the other thing. I end up getting in conversations too, which takes up a lot of time as well. But I do enjoy it. But it's starting to impact the making videos, you know. Anywho, so for the people who come to the live, which is you guys, and the people who are watching this on catch up, I'm still going to do my best to answer as much as I can, but it's going to have to come down a bit. Oh man Zen, I think we all understand that you were commenting for engagement for you, and so answers are not really all that important unless we specifically ask something. You're right, mate. It's a YouTube tactic, and anybody that's got a small channel and you're trying to grow it, I would highly recommend doing exactly that. Not only does it help the algorithm see that you're getting comments, you can essentially double them, but alongside that, and more importantly, you're creating a community, which is what we've got going on here. And I think that's more important than anything, really. Anyway, GRB, it's great that you comment, but really understandable, you need to be selective when to comment. Right, okay. I'm gonna try and be more selective. I'll do my best. Autumn Stone, you like the banter with the chatters. Yes, I do try my best. Doomer64, how is the Harley Benton PRS? It's a great guitar, mate. I had the thin line version of it, like the semi-hollow one, but it's gone. I didn't keep it because I didn't like the neck, but there's nothing wrong with the neck or the guitar. It just wasn't for me, and I'm very fussy about necks, so I wouldn't take that as anything to go on, really. It might be for you. It's worth trying out. Pardon me. Right, okay. So I've got an announcement to make. Would you like to hear an announcement? Here's an announcement. Where is it? Yep, okay. I've started, where am I? That's the poll. After the last couple of weeks and couple of years thinking about this, a Patreon. It exists. Right? I think I might be able to put the link in the chat here. Now, as far as I know, how do we even do it? All right, you just press. What happened there? I think I've got it. Let's. Is this it? Johnny D, you're a bit needy. What did you say before that? I missed what you said before that. Sorry, mate. Control V. There we go. This might be the link to the Patreon, but it might not be. I'm not sure. Malachi's in. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. You're painting your super strat, mate. Nice. Glad to hear it. So yeah, we've got a Patreon. So here's, I've been thinking about this for ages, and it's an experiment. I've currently set it for free. So there's I'm not entirely sure how it looks on your end, right? But it is free. But there's also a £3 a month thing, which is the same thing, I think. But the £3 a month one, I've also got that free for 7 days. You can have 7 days free. So check it out. I'm actually just looking for some feedback on what you think of it, right? Because I've never known what to do on Patreon. So here's what I've kind of pledged that I'm going to try and do, right? Okay, and this kind of ties into the improv thing as well, right? So first thing, once a week I'm going to do like at least one vlog, right? Which is this. This is a really short one. Maybe do a longer one. We'll see how it goes, right? But once a week we get a vlog. I'll probably get a set day of the week for that. What else are we going to have? And we're also going to have a vlog. There you go, there's the vlog. Welcome to the experiment. And I'm just going to be talking about whatever. In this case, I'm basically talking about what I'm talking about right now, which is what's going to happen on the Patreon. And setting some expectations, as you can see there. So I need this to be a way that works for me. I can't afford to do loads more work. Welcome or Wecklum. Wecklum, Average Joe. Always Wecklum. So I'm basically just recording with the live stream setup. So it's going to be, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like, actually it's probably going to look more like this. Because it's all set up, but it's not like 4K, and I'm not going to edit them because I just don't have time to do stuff like that. But I do want to provide something extra. So that's what's going to go on, right? So far we've got blog, vlog. The next thing that's going to happen is until the wheels fall off. That's what I'm going to be calling it, right? So it's going to be a jam with a backing track, very similar to what we do at the start of this live stream. In fact, almost exactly the same, right? And because I personally want to get better at improvisation, like, I don't do it enough, which is the main thing. Not only do I want to get better at improv, I want to get better at playing guitar with the camera on, because that is what I suck at the most. You should hear how great a guitar player I am, honestly. You've never heard me playing the guitar because the camera's always on, and I always suck with the camera. I'm all joking. But I do play worse. So, in light of things like Giacomo Tura and other guitar players who are playing perfect, and some people are doctoring their stuff, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as it's obvious that's what they're doing, sort of fixing things on the grid and whatnot. So what this is going to be is the opposite of that. This is going to be warts and all, improv jam, and I'm going to try and keep going until I just start hitting too many bum notes and I lose it. Then it ends. That's it. Until the wheels fall off. Does that make sense? So the plan is to do one of them a week and just try and get better at jamming. And in the vlog part, I might actually talk about some solo stuff as well. The vlog could also be talking about just what's going on in guitar YouTube. It could be lesson content, theory. I'm not sure what it is. I'm looking for some feedback. So there's the vlog. There's the Until the Wheels Fall Off, and there's the blog. There's a lot of OGs. And then the last thing is that I need to experiment with is there's going to be once a month, like a Patreon only live stream. And I don't know what that's going to consist of either, but that's my sort of offer package thing on Patreon. Do you think it's enough? I don't know. Even do you think it's enough? Do I think I can keep up with it? That's the thing. I've tried to put on what I think I can manage to keep up with every week, because I'm very aware if you have Patreons who pay a monthly membership for something you've promised you're going to provide, you've got to provide it. So it is setting up a bit of a trap. So I don't think I can do any more than that, but I hope that I can do that. Like tabs and stuff isn't something I would really be able to do. It's just too time consuming for me. It's not something I'm in the habit of practicing. And I'm also not a big fan of tabs either, just in general. But anyway, that's my thing. There's a Patreon, it exists. So if you want, go over, check it out. I'll put the link in the description of this once this is over, and I'll put it as the first comment as well. I'll end up putting it on all the videos and stuff from before, and it's in the thingy here somewhere. Has Steve sold out? Who knows? It's, what do you call it? It's not compulsory. Do what you want, and there's a free version, all that stuff. Check it out. If it doesn't work out, fine, right? I'm experimenting. Okay, right, I feel like I've done the announcement. We've talked about, I wanted to talk about comments, so that's done. We've talked about the sponsor. Glad we got that off the thing. Talked about tomorrow's video is a Bax Music guitar. Is it the last Fazley ever? Maybe. We've hammered on about improvisation, and we've hit 7k, and thanks to everybody, thanks to Milehouse, thanks to China, and thanks to you for subscribing to the channel. Let's catch up with the chat. I feel like I didn't take a breath for a while there. Oh, sorry, Dissenter Melody, how much is it again? £3 per month, which is the minimum recommendation on Patreon. I don't think it's the minimum you can set, but it's what they recommend as the minimum. So I've made it as little as they recommend. I don't know what that is in doll hairs or lira, but that's how much it is in pounds. Okay, John Little, if you have a direct question put to you, it would be reasonable to try and give an answer. You're happy if you don't feel obliged to reply to general comments. Okay, good. I hope everybody's in the same boat. I hope so. But this is the thing though, if people are already used to getting their comment replied to all the time, and not everybody watches the live streams. It's quite a low percentage of people who watch the videos, watch the live streams. So they won't get this message. And then they might just think, Steve hates me, he's not responding to me anymore, he doesn't talk to me anymore. But that's what's happening. Calby, log. Just log, yeah. So there's blog, vlog. And I could just put a log. Just had some weird thoughts there, let's forget about that. Average Joe thinks it sounds reasonable. Well, if Average Joe thinks so, that makes me happy, because I see Average Joe as a man of integrity, and I respect his opinions. The Ubi, blog vlog, no smog. I want to know what you're smelling like today. Well, today I smell like a 220 Noir, available from Primark. There we go. Oh, I should probably talk about this guitar, shouldn't I? This one. So, if you remember, I did the Enya Nova Go Sonic, the carbon fibre smart guitar. So, they sent out this one. No, I'm going the wrong way. They sent out this one. This is the new model that you're going to see all over YouTube this week, because today is product launch day. Now, I could have did a video in time for that and be part of the product launch mob, which I'll probably do at some point in the future for another product. But this time I thought I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take my time, because I'd like to, rather than just, like, these guitars, I think they're great. They've got loads of uses. So I don't want to just sit in my room in the studio playing a guitar. I want to gig it. I want to take it outside. I want to run with it, literally, in the park. If you've seen the other video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's, I'm going to take my time with that one, and we'll get that unboxed and stuff later on. Right, where are we at? The Autumn Stone, the headstock of the Finnecket is horrendous. Are you not a fan, mate? Nah, it's not my favourite either, but it doesn't bother me too much. But I get you, mate, yeah. Average Joe, you're happy when I hit a non-bum note. Me too, mate. The Autumn Stone, it has a stench, yes. I hear you. Serge Vertone, you just did a Zoom with the people of Patreon. They have some interesting things planned to make the platform more engaging. Help me out, because I need some ideas. Dissenter Melody, Until the Wheels Fall Off is a great idea. Thank you, mate. I thought it was a good idea as well. And it's a bit of a cop-out, because basically, effort-wise, it's not too much. It's like one take, and I've just got to get good. It's putting pressure on me to get better, but it's also not too much work in the edit. I've just got to basically put it out there, warts and all, and be okay with that. Because when I'm doing a review video, I could take like 30 takes or whatever trying to get something right for a video, and it just takes too much time. So I want to be more confident playing on camera. That's the plan. Calby, I think it will concentrate your mind wonderfully. Nothing like a whip to keep you moving and doing. Yeah, that's it. A whip that I've created myself. Bluer, the Patreon stuff could be for guitar teachery stuff, like how chords interplay with others. Yeah, I could do a bit of that. I just want to, I don't want to say I'm going to start doing lessons and it's going to be all about lessons. I just want it to be about whatever it's going to be about. Whatever I find interesting. And if anybody's interested in what I find interesting, it'll be there. I'll share it. Over time, we'll start to get an idea of what works and what doesn't work. All that stuff. You know what I mean? That's the plan. The Autumn Stone, has Steve sold out? No one has ever said that. Well, not yet. Maybe they will now. Congrats on the 7K. Thank you, Average Joe. Milehouse, hit the like, slags. Well, you can't argue with Milehouse. Hit a like. Do as your tilt. Cheers, mate. Malachi, you're welcome. You deserve it. Thanks, you, mate. Everybody's thanking me for the 7K. Cheers. Tom Dust, thank you, mate. Bongo Cookie, seeing as you're a tutor, Steve, do a guitar lesson from a band from Scotland. OMG, you have no idea what I've been thinking about recently. Can I tell you a story? See, this is the kind of thing I could put on the Patreon because it's so random. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Right, look this up, right? So, one of my favourite bands, I'm planning on doing a couple of videos about this. Shut up, Steve, and tell a story. The Average White Band. If you've ever heard them before, you'll know Pick Up the Pieces. One of the funkiest tunes ever. One of the funkiest bands ever. And not only are they from Scotland, like 2 or 3 of the original members are from Dundee, my hometown. This is the funk capital of Scotland, right? And I'm a funk guy. That's my thing. I've always been into funk. That's my #1 favourite genre of music. Always has been. Anywho, I've got a favourite song by them called When Will You Be Mine. Please check this out. I'll put a link to it in the description at the end, if I remember. When Will You Be Mine by the Average White Band. Right, hold on, I need to turn off the backing music. No, I don't. I could just do this. Hopefully the backing music's off. I'm going to try and play the guitar part, right? I'll just do it acoustically. See if you can hear this, right? And I've never been able to play it right. I've been trying to figure it out for years. So it goes something like this. Oh, try it again. Now, that's not right. I've never been able to play it right. It's so hard to figure out what he's doing. And it was Alan Gorey, the bass player from Perth, who actually played the guitar part on this, and he sings it too. Sorry, Bongo Cookie, this is because you asked about doing a lesson for a band from Scotland, because I've been thinking about this. So, love that tune. That is one of my favourite guitar parts of all time. Please check it out. And then, when I discovered that song, like about a week later, Mark Ronson's first album just came out called Here Comes the Fuzz. And I was in Virgin Megastore, where you bought CDs back in the day, and they were playing this song through the system. I thought, what is that? That's that guitar part. And it was like a basic version of that guitar part. He'd kind of like, not sampled it, but did something with it. It's a song called She's Got Me. It's absolutely amazing. Check that out as well. Daniel Merriweather on the vocals. If you don't like R&B stuff, you might not like it. But anyway, I kind of figured out that guitar part. I was like, that's not quite right. I've watched loads of YouTube tutorials of this guitar part. No one's got it right. They've got it very close, and they've got it closer than I had it. But I've been watching some live versions, and I've been watching the old music video, and I've been slowing it down a quarter speed, trying to figure this out. So I'm going to do a video about that journey, but eventually what I really want to happen is I want to get a hold of Alan Gorey, who's from the Average White Band, and I want him to teach me how to play it. That's massive life goal. I hope that can happen one day. I don't know where he lives. I'm guessing he probably doesn't live in Scotland anymore. I mean, if you're Scottish and you're successful, you don't stay in Scotland. You go where the sun is. That's what we do. So he's probably somewhere sunny. He'll be in LA or something like that. But anyway, Alan Gorey, if you're watching this, please get in touch and show me how to play that riff, because I love it. It's the greatest ever, and you're a genius. You'll never see that. Somebody tag him, tell him. Right. Sorry, mate. Apologies, got way off track there. I was just talking to my dad about that today. Anywho, where did we get to? Whoops. We jumped. Chris McKean's joined the Patreon. Thank you so much, mate. Come and check it out. It's free. It's free for now. Cheers, mate. There we go. We've got one in. And Chris McKean is my old guitar teacher. Look at that. What a legend to have on board. Where did we get to there? Smash that like button. Thank you. Yeah, we're getting near the end here. I'm sure it'll be a great success. Steve, what do you like playing in music shops? My fingers turn to stone. Yeah, it's a similar thing with the camera being on. Very similar for me. It's funny because a lot of people get that feeling, but you know what? No one cares. It's so funny. Like when Kenny's music was down here, I was down there. I used to go down all the time, and I would play sometimes, but even then, pick up a guitar and you're like, I don't know what to play. And it's even worse when people, well, I think it's even worse. People know you're a guitar teacher, and I feel like there's more expectation that I've got to play something better. But I don't know. Usually just have a noodle. But yeah, I'm not that comfortable either, mate. But it shouldn't stop you from getting in the shops. We need to help them out as much as we can these days. Excuse me. Steve, have you got a boating lake in your park? You could play the Enya in a boat and see if it floats. I don't have a boating lake, but we've got something up the road called the Swanee Ponds, which is like Stobswell Ponds or something, where I've got a load of swans. And just the other day, there's a load of hobbyists who take their remote control boats there, the wee ones. But you couldn't get a big boat in there. But that would be good, mate. Good shout. Johnny D, you thought about me yesterday, Steve. A reaction American couple doing reflections to the entire Still Game series. They love it. Ah, brilliant. See, Yoshi, my partner, she loves it as well. She's Chinese. It took a while to get used to it. We had to pause it a lot when we were first watching it and have the subtitles up. But by the later few seasons, I wasn't even paused at all. She was very in tune with the Glaswegian accent. Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Yes. Next. Oops. Who just said Average Right Band there? Average Right Band. Used to watch them on the old Grey Whistle Test with Dad. Yeah, they've got a great old Grey Whistle Test videos that put it where you want it. Absolutely amazing tune. Autumn Stone, You Got the Funk. Yeah. Paul Crane, Mogwai, another Scottish band. Yes. Interpolation, I don't know them. Excuse me. Jesus and the Mary Chain. There we go, they're all coming in now. Malachi Samuel, What's in the Box behind you, mate? You'll need to watch on catch up 10 minutes before this. Go back 10 minutes, explain all about this. It's another one of these Enya guitars that I'm not doing on product launch day. I'm going to do it in a couple of weeks. Zeph Neeson, how you doing, mate? A local band many years ago did a cover of Pick Up the Pieces, but sang Pick Up the Feces. I can't get that out of my head now when I hear it. Man, that's so appropriate for the street I live on. There's a lot of people who've got dogs who could do with taking that advice. Idlewild, yes, another Scottish band. Nice one, mate. Mogwai, yeah, here we go. Dave Lewis, didn't one of Average Right Band die last month? Oh, I hope not. I hope, oh, that would be tragic. I mean, it's tragic anyway, but I really hope not. I mean, there's loads of them that have been like there for a long time. They've had a lot of different members over the years. I'll need to check that soon. I really hope it's not, well, any of them really. The Proclaimers were pretty Scottish, I hear. They were a bit Scottish, weren't they? Simple Minds, you didn't like them, Autumn Stone. Fair enough. Guitarista vid was cool. He hates it. Yeah, is that talking about trying guitars in a shop? Yes. Yeah, I totally get it. And some of these shops that have the booths, I think that's a good idea. Mississippi Blues, hello mate, how you doing? If you think you're a bad improviser, I hope one day I can play as bad. Oh, cheers mate. It's easy to play that bad, mate. And she had a halo. Deacon Blue, oh yeah, of course. Sorry, interpolation is the process of taking another music idea and making it your own. Oh, thank you, mate. Excellent. Search for Tone, Run Downhill with the Enya. Good shout, that's what I maybe have to do. Average Joe's out here, thanks for coming, mate. It's that time anyway, it's that time to go. John Little, the Bay City Rollers, that's so funny. That was my mum's favourite. Is my mum's favourite. Excellent. Pick Up the Feces will never sound the same. Autumn Stale, Big Star. Scott Bogfoot, how you doing, mate? Did I miss you? Hello. Dave Lewis, Big Country, they're all coming. Malachi, Steve, you should try bungee jumping with the Enya guitar. Oh, that'd be two firsts. Probably end up knocking all my teeth out with the guitar. Anyway, Wet, Wet, Wet. Yep, all the Scottish bands are coming in. The View is an indie rock and roll band from Dundee. They were quite successful. Who else have we got? Aztec Camera, they Scottish. What are they called? Danny Wilson. Go on for a long time here. Run Rig. AC/DC. Right, let's get out of here. Thank you all so much for coming. What do we do? Where's the thing? Yeah. Until next time. See you later. And then this is the after party while I figure out how to turn it off. Thank you all so much for coming. This was great fun today, tonight, whenever this is. Fish X Marillion, another good. Texas, Gun, Big Country, they're all coming in now. Delamitri, Teenage Fan Club, there's loads. I just want to keep the stream going so all the Scottish bands could come in. Right, sorry, we'll end the stream. Thanks again. See you later. Cheerio. End.